Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Manas, a Pursuit of Happiness, and this is your Dr. Chitra Arvind. So in continuation with our mental health series, today again we are going to see a very important topic, that is the difference between psychologist and psychiatrist. And even before talking about the differences, who are psychologists and who are psychiatrists, and is there any difference actually between the two? Because most of the well-educated clients of mine also have this doubt, you both are doing the same job, right? Like, what is the big deal? And they don't even know the difference between, if any exists between these two professionals. So high time that the awareness has to be spread among public about whom to see for what kind of mental health issues. And even before that, who are these people and how do they treat the mental health illness? So this video will decipher all these informations and help you to choose the right professionals when you are having a mental health issue in yourself or in your organization or in your family. So first let's start with the psychiatrist. So psychiatrists are medical professionals. Okay, so they have this MBBS plus a post-graduation degree in psychiatry. So they have this MBBS and MD in psychiatry, and they diagnose a mental illness as well as treat predominantly using medication. They are also trained to do therapies, talk therapies, but they focus more on giving medications. They do diagnosis and they give medications. So, and in general practice also, they don't spend more time. It depends on a psychiatrist, like how much time they prefer to spend with the clients. But generally, this is how it happens, and they function in a private practice as well as they work in hospitals and various other setups also. So this is the thing about psychiatrists. And who are these psychologists? And most of the time psychologists are having this doctorate degree. So they are also called doctors. Hence this confusion. Okay, you are also doctor and he is also doctor, and what is the difference? And I have this problem, so I have this issue with the academic things, so I went to a psychiatrist. So a lot of problems can come in the wrong selection of the medical professionals. So it is very important to understand the basic differences. So psychologists are those people who have their MSc in counseling and psychotherapy or MSc in psychology, and they should be a licensed practitioner. In India right now, only RCA has actually given the licensing body which supports psychologists, and other legal bodies are yet to be formed. Okay, so this RCA is Rehabilitation Council of India, and they certify rehabilitation professionals including clinical psychology and rehabilitation psychologists as well. So the psychologist should be licensed, and they can have a MSc degree or MPhil degree as well as a PhD is more preferable. And also certain social workers who are qualified to counsel also come into this category. They can also do counseling. So only these are the people who have got the education as well as the right training under a supervised. They are actually under supervised training also they would have undergone. So before going to a psychologist, you need to inquire their background about their training and their educational expertise. Otherwise, you may end up in wrong hands, because even for things like heart surgery and for treatments for very important illnesses like cancer and all, you really go through and get to know a lot of people, medical professionals, and get an opinion, and finally end up with a medical professional. Similarly, even before handling for anyone to handle your mind, which is even more sensitive, you need to do a thorough background check, because there are a lot of people who are practicing this without having a proper educational background as well as training. And psychiatrists, what they do is generally they do the diagnosis, as I told earlier, and they give the treatment, and they also can resort to electroconvulsive therapies like ECT and also light therapy when needed. So ECT is sought for patients with major depression which is not actually responding for any medication, then they may resort for ECT as well. So psychologists cannot prescribe medications. So if you come across any psychologist who is prescribing medication, then I don't think that is a good practice. So you need to really be aware of these things. And psychologists cannot prescribe medications. Only in certain countries, after taking an additional course, they can prescribe the medication. So they are actually trained to give counseling and psychotherapy. So what about this counseling, and who are these therapists? And these two terms also you would have heard many times, like she is a counselor and it's a therapist, and they are a marital therapist, and they are like grief counselors and gerontology counselors. So geriatric counselors we call, who are dealing with older people. elderly people. So when we come across such terms, many times we don't know the difference between all these things and whom to contact. So the next question is, let's say I'm having a problem with my teen. So I need to do some, maybe bring about some changes in my teen's behavior. Let's say my teen daughter or a son is distracted from studies. And now what do I do? Sometimes parents, without having a right knowledge, they end up going to a psychiatrist. So most of the psychologists will redirect these kind of people to a psychologist for talk therapy. Or if in case you end up having medication, then it's going to have a severe impact on your teen son or a daughter. Because in these cases, they may not need medications. So the next question is, when a person needs medication. So you need to understand. See, in the earlier video, I talked about various illnesses where people have insight for certain illnesses like schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. The insight that they are having problem may not even be there. So there are also disorders like can be categorized in the neurotics category as well as psychotics category. So only for severe mental illnesses, medication is required. So major depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, these are the mental illnesses most of the times require medication, to name a few. And also there are some childhood disorders which also might require medication. Only for these conditions you need to visit a psychiatrist. And if at all you visit a psychiatrist for other issues like your family problems or marital issues or for effective parenting or for setting a goal, for reducing your weight, whatever problems you face in life, they may redirect you to a psychologist. But sometimes that may not happen, the referral may not happen, and you may end up in the wrong place. So what you have to do is, with this video, this awareness video, you should be able to choose the right professional. And you may ask me like, what are the disorders which can be treated solely by a psychologist? Okay, so apart from this kind of family counseling, marital counseling, and also for children related to academic issues and all that, there are a few mental illnesses also which can be treated by a psychologist, like anxiety, mild depression, okay, so fear, phobia. So these kind of things can be treated by a psychologist. In certain cases, the psychologist may ask you to go to a psychiatrist also, and combined treatment will occur. Both the psychiatrist and psychologist will treat you. Talk therapy will happen here, as well as medication also will go on. So this approach, when added together, it will have very good results also, especially in conditions like obsessive compulsive disorder or in other conditions where some personality disorders will be there, but still they may experience depression or anxiety also symptomatically. So for them, treatment has to, medication also has to start. So psychologists will tell you when to go to a psychiatrist, and in some cases psychiatrists also will refer you to a psychologist. Basically, you should understand this rule of thumb. When a disorder is not much genetically or biologically rooted, then psychological treatment is enough. They can deal with your background, childhood experiences or your sociological issues. All this thing can be done by them. But when it is more biologically caused or genetically rooted, in that case, without medication help, nothing can be done. So a right psychologist will tell you that, actually you can't even talk to them because they won't even have insight. So they will tell you that first go and get the treatment and first screen for all the medical problems, and only then we can start with the psychological treatment. But I have to share in my experiences, lot of cases where people ended up making wrong choices. So vice versa, both for psychiatrists and psychologists and psychologists and psychiatrists. So many things have gone wrong because of these wrong choices as well. So especially I told you about the teen thing. So generally the concern for a parent is a student not getting good marks. And when they are like, they say, okay, he's depressed, he's having this test anxiety, and let me give some medication. Because of that medication, there may be some side effects, and the student cannot focus much on study and get good marks, as well as he may be given more medication also at times. So because of all these issues itself, this other problems also may crop up. And by the time they're 25-30 only, they'll finally end up seeing a psychologist also. So a lot of things become irreversible by then. I've seen it in my own experiences. So for conditions where it can be managed by talk therapy, please make a choice. But in other situation also I have to explain. Nowadays, most of the people are, afraid of taking medications because there are a lot of stigma attached to this medication and a lot of myths also attached to the medication. So they say that I don't want medication, doctor, I just want talk therapy and please cure me with that. In certain conditions, I tell them you need to take medications, but in a very minimal dose or whatever required or recommended by a psychiatrist. Only then this talk therapy can be more effective also. So in either ways, it is the duty and responsibility of the psychiatrist and psychologist to guide you in the right direction. But even before their guidance, this minimal knowledge, if you could have, then you can make a right choice. So that because you are dealing with the most delicate organ in your body, which is also invisible, that is mind. So before giving your mind to someone, you need to be really careful and choose the right person. So many misconceptions around the psychology, psychiatry, all this doubts and many wrong ideas surrounding this particular concepts, I guess, would have got cleared by listening to this video fully. So I wish you all the best. And if at all any mental health issue occurs in you or in your family or in your organization, as I told earlier, whatever cases, you need to guide people in a right way, or you have to take that step yourself. So for example, you go to a cardiologist or you go to a diabetologist or a gynecologist. Similarly, don't ever hesitate to meet a psychiatrist or a psychologist when you have some mental health issue, because life, as I always say, is meant to live without any mental agony as well as physical pain. So all the best, and we will continue in the mental health series. Few more videos to come up in the mental health series, where I will be also talking about what really happens in a counseling session and what do we call counseling and what do we call by psychotherapy. What is the big difference? So all these things we'll be talking in the forthcoming videos. So please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed, so that you can get notified about all these videos in the near future. So thank you, take care, bye.